On a certain day, the prophet Samuel goes to King Saul and says, "I have a message from the Lord for you. This is what the Lord Almighty says. I will punish the Amalekites for what they did to my people." Yes, do you remember when the Israelites were walking in the desert after they were delivered out of Egypt, that the Amalekites attacked them? Now the Lord will destroy these enemies. And he says to Saul, "Now go, attack the Amalekites and totally destroy all that belongs to them. Do not spare them, no man or woman or child, no cattle or sheep, camel or donkey." So Saul summons a big group of soldiers. Then they attack the Amalekites. But what is this? They spare the king of the enemies. That is not what the Lord has asked Saul to do. And look here, they also take the best of the sheep and cattle. Why are the soldiers not obeying the Lord? Then the Lord speaks to Samuel again and says, "I regret that I have made Saul king, because he doesn't obey me." Samuel is shocked, and he cries out to the Lord the whole night. Early in the morning, Samuel gets up and goes to meet Saul. When he reaches Saul, the king says, "The Lord bless you. I have carried out the Lord's instructions." But Samuel says, "What then is this bleating of sheep in my ears? What is this lowing of cattle that I hear?" Saul answers, "The soldiers brought them from the Amalekites. They spared the best of the sheep and cattle to sacrifice to the Lord your God, but we totally destroyed the rest." Hey, do you see what Saul is doing? He points fingers to his soldiers, and he doesn't speak about my God, but about your God. Does he not love the Lord? "Stop," says Samuel to Saul. "Let me tell you what the Lord said to me last night." "Why did you not obey the Lord?" "But I did," says Saul. "I destroyed almost all the people, only not the king, and my soldiers brought his cattle to sacrifice to the Lord." Samuel replies, "To obey is better than a sacrifice. Because you have rejected the word of the Lord, he has rejected you as king." Samuel knows how important it is to obey the Lord, and he says, "Bring me the king of the Amalekites." And then the prophet kills this king. Then Samuel goes home, and also King Saul goes back to his palace. What a sad day. Do you see that things are not going right when you don't obey the Lord? Samuel is mourning. He is so sad about everything. Now Saul is rejected as king. Who will be the next king? What will the Lord do?